Oh boy, I'm fucking back and I'm here to talk about some fucking anime! Hey everybody, how are you doing today? It is Mise Kurosaki here, and I'm finally back with a brand new video. It has been over a month since I've uploaded. I apologize for the absence. I have been very busy. Work has been very busy. A lot of things have been very busy, but I am back now, and I'm here as usual to talk about the upcoming summer 2021 season for anime. You thought I don't miss that shit? No, I never miss that shit. I'm always on top of that shit. But before I go into the video, I do want to say that a lot of you that are currently watching right now are not actually subscribed to the channel. As a matter of fact, it's a good amount of you. So why don't you go ahead, click the subscribe button and click the notifications button so you can see when I upload. Because guess what? I don't upload a lot, but I'm trying to upload. Also, have you seen the drip that I've gotten recently? Yeah, I have the earrings for this too. They just, they hurt to put on, but I got the Kimono from Demon Slayer because I'm really happy with it and I really like it and it fits me and I'm happy about it. Oh, also, I got another thing. I got another thing. I got the cute little no face from Spirited Away. It does a thing. So, as we usually do for these videos, we are currently looking over the 2021 summer anime season, and I'm going to be honest with you, there's not much I'm excited about. I mean, we still have a good amount of things to talk about, but in terms of, the actual, interest of it, there's a lot of things that just, aren't interesting. Like, when you compare the winter 2021 season and then the spring 2021 season, those things had, a lot of stuff and jam-packed with some very interesting things, but here, not really. Though I have been out of the loop in terms of the community stuff for a while, so I don't know. Maybe some stuff will hit, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna be honest. There's not a lot of me that I'm interested in right now. But as usual, we'll go through what I'm interested in, what I find interesting, what I may find a little negative. Comment on some things. You already know the drill by this point, so let's go ahead and start this bitch. Now, the first three I'm going to be talking about are anime that A, have been around for a while, and B, are anime that I have not watched. They've been high up on, well, two of them have been high on my watch priority list, and I haven't caught up to them yet, and I'm trying. I'm trying so hard to push myself to watch more anime. But the first anime we're going to talk about is obviously How I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And it's going to be the part 2 to the second season. It's basically the third season. I want to make a video about this because I don't know how to approach it though. I've said it in the last video. But I am so sick and tired of how the anime industry has now done this weird thing. Well, it'll break up seasons. So rather than giving us either a full 24 season or just stating that one is one season's 12 episodes and the other one's 12 episodes, they just give us this weird breakup of oh no, they're all one season, but they're separate. Even though Mal breaks it up differently, and even though they break it up differently, it's still considered a part 2, which makes no goddamn sense. I don't get it. It says second season, but at this point, I have to treat everyone as their own individual thing because it makes no fucking sense. But other than all that stuff, have you guys noticed that I Got Reincarnated as a Slime has somehow kept its relativity throughout the majority of the seasons? Winter 2021, we had the first part of How I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Spring 2021 season, we got the spin-off diary thing, which I didn't watch because I didn't watch the first one, so I didn't really have context for that, and I didn't want the context for that because none of the jokes would make sense and it'd go over my head. And then now we have part 2. I'll give them this. It keeps them relevant, and that's like I said before. That's probably the only reason I can think logically is that you have you have ways to keep yourself relevant throughout the season. So rather than having people talk about you one season, they have people talking about you 2 seasons, and it's brought up, and you can keep that hype and so you can keep that hype and momentum going on for a good while. But that's just my personal opinion. Either way, I do really want to watch this. A lot of people have recommended it to me. Only a few people have said they have been about it, but I do really want to watch it. It's on my watch list, and god damn it, I will find a way to push myself to watch it. I already have my method, I just need to actually sit down and do it. The next anime that we're going to talk about is Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maiden S, which is the second season to the first season of Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maiden. I have only seen bits and clips of this one. This is another one that I do really need to watch. But honestly, I'm already in love with the anime, just on how this anime is not like it's not like a fighting anime, and it shouldn't have the level of animation it does, but this anime has some top-notch animation for the shit that it does, and I really do want to watch it. The only problem I have is the problem with the big titty dragon girl and her semi-lusting over a small child. I don't know how that plays out, but depending on what happens, you're definitely going to be seeing a video on that. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how the direction is, because I know that the main director for this is not around for this anymore, and I can't remember if he passed away or if he was caught in the Kyoto Anti-Fire, God bless his soul, or if he just stepped away. I genuinely don't remember, and I feel bad for not remembering, as I only just realized this right now. But if that's the case, I do hope that they do, in a way, keep his memory alive and do exactly what he wants to do, rather than just going on their own thing. But for the most part, I am excited about it. A lot of people are excited about it, so obviously we're gonna see what this provides. The next anime that we have on our list is My Life as a Villainous, All Paths Lead to Nowhere. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it, or the gist of the name of it. This is one where it was kind of on my radar. It got some nominations this year in terms of like its anime performance and whatnot for, I think, best female character and a couple other things. But honestly, it's not an isekai I'm truly interested in. Like, I get it, there is an appeal there, it just doesn't really appeal to me. I don't know if it's something that I'm going to watch. I feel like I should, because obviously it's high on people's list, and a lot of people like it. So I'm very tempted to be that person and try it, but I just don't think we're gonna have that much of a fun time watching it overall. Like, it might be fun, the premise is somewhat interesting, but I don't know if I'm gonna actually sit down and take the time to ingest something like this when I have way more other things that I know that I'm 100% going to like, rather than attempt something that I might not, and I'm most likely thinking I'm not going to. So we'll see. I might talk about it, I might not. It all really depends on how I'm feeling about it. I might do it just to have like a opinion that's not just great anime, but we'll see. We'll see. So this next one is kind of interesting, and it also has to do with another anime I haven't watched. Trust me, I've watched a lot of anime. It's just a lot of recent anime I haven't watched. But this one is called The Honor Student of Magical High School. That name kind of sounds familiar. This is going to be a spin-off of The Irregular at Magic High School, an anime that a lot of people actually like. I know it recently also got a second season, so this is supposed to be the spin-off of it. It seems like it follows the sister, potentially, or some female character that we see in the main show getting her own show. So that is actually kind of interesting. I mean, it's gonna make me want to watch Irregular Magic High School, because I also wanted to watch that as well. But I think that's an interesting concept, and I'm going to attempt to watch that. This is probably also going to be another one where I probably won't talk about it now, but I will definitely talk about it soon. Let's see what I did there. Okay, moving on to the next anime. So this next one actually takes a kind of interesting spin in the way that isekai works. So obviously this is isekai. I know this is all the fuck. There's always a lot of fucking isekai coming out. I know it's like the new, it's like the 2000 version when everyone is just fucking making shonens. I get it, but this isekai actually at least gives a little bit interesting of a spin-off, not spin-off, or a little interesting take to it, where it's someone who gets transported to a world. Instead of being your typical hero or adventurer and whatnot, he's someone that wants to be a hero, but basically a hero through like politics standards and economic standards, using policies and whatnot, and other forms of political advocacy in order to rebuild the kingdom that is currently in shambles. And that actually sounds kind of interesting. Now they need to make at least the politics very interesting. I don't know if this would be something that would be super popular, but I definitely see that there is a crowd of people who can see some interest of seeing the politics pan out and seeing like the interests and intricacies of that. It could play on a lot of moral aspects of politics, which if it could do a lot of commentary on that, oh, then good fucking job. But if it can't, and it does kind of like a surface level kind of basic type thing where he's just kind of establishing routes and stuff like that, it still can be interesting, but it would be a missed opportunity in terms of the things that you can actually do and the things that you can explore while doing that. So we'll have to see where this goes. But that's definitely one I'm probably going to keep track of the most. Well, not the most, but it's going to be one I'm going to be keeping track of quite a bit. Now, there was another anime that I remember doing a trailer talk for. It was called Remake Our Life. I was kind of interested in it just because it kind of did the whole, like, go back in time. We actually have a chance to remake everything. I think it's gonna be just it's gonna be kind of simple, kind of basic. It's not gonna be bad. It's not gonna be good. It's gonna be very inoffensive. Like I can think of other things that have potentially done this better. For first off, Erase, which does the time going back in time thing, very interesting in terms of saving a person and exploring so many other things. I don't know this will do the same thing. It just kind of seems like it's given like the second chance thing, and it's supposed to be a feel-good story, but I mean, I don't know. Things have surprised me before, so I'll keep an eye on it, but I don't think it's going to be outstanding or as great as I would also hope that it would be. So this next anime, it's very interesting. It's called Kanojo Mo Kanojo. I don't know the English translation for it. It doesn't say it on Mal, but this one is about a boy who has a crush on this girl, and he finally gets a chance to date his high school crush. But there's another girl that confesses to him that she loves him, and he's already in a relationship, and he tries to let her down, but it doesn't like work out, or he doesn't want to hurt her feelings, all this stuff. He thinks of being a slimy bitch, but changes his mind. So instead of doing that, though, they decide to have if this is correct and I read it right, it seems like they decide to have some type of a throuple thing, which is very interesting. Now, if this is going to be the typical isekai type thing, not isekai, the harem type thing, then whatever, I don't care. But if this is going to be like a proper throuple, like not both of them trying to vie for the guy's love, but both girls actually dating the guy, and they actually explore like the intricacies of being a throuple and how that can potentially be good in some ways and also potentially be bad in some ways, then I'm very interested to see how they approach that. Now, I also see that there are 4 girls on the cover while I'm looking at this right now, so it might not be as interesting as I want it to be, so we'll see then. But right now, I'm legitimately liking how this is, and this actually might be a sleeper hit. This will probably be my pick for the sleeper hit of this actually being a lot more popular than people think it is. So we'll have to. I'm going to keep an eye out on that one, because the premise and the possible execution of this sounds very interesting. And I'm hoping that they do what I think they do, because if they do, that is probably going to be a very interesting anime to watch. The next anime I'm going to talk about, which is also another anime that I did at Trailers.com, is called Idaten, Deities in a Peaceful Generation. And I remember looking at it, and it was kind of interesting. The animation looked kind of cool. The only reason that this is on my radar at all, is because this is a MAPPA production anime. And MAPPA has been on it a lot with just like a few misses. And yes, I count Attack on Titan as a miss. Fuck you, challenge me. But nonetheless, this one looks a little bit more cartoonish, as MAPPA has taken on before. Usually they take more of the like less cartoonish looking things, like the Jujutsu Kaisens, the Attack on Titans, the God of High Schools, like the Chainsaw Mans. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'm definitely going to keep it on my radar. This looks interesting. The premise seems like kind of basic. Basically just gods who've been at peace in a while finally going back and fighting each other and whatnot. So I mean, hopefully we get some sick ass animation out of this, because you know it's MAPPA. So hopefully we get something good out of this. So I'm gonna keep that on my radar. The next one we're gonna talk about is When They Cry, and When They Cry is actually getting a sequel. I'm surprised this is kind of low on here, because I remember a lot of people actually being excited when the remake for this came out, and that this is getting a sequel now. I'm surprised to see it like kind of low on the mal list, honestly. I don't know how direct this is, just because I haven't seen the first one. Oh, I haven't seen the first season. I need to go back and rewatch the original one to compare it to that one, just because I feel like that's just the proper thing to do. I know that there's a lot of differences, so I have no clue where this one could possibly go, but it's definitely one I'm going to keep my eye on. Don't have much to say on it, just that it's definitely one that's going to be probably talked about a good amount this season. The next anime we're going to be talking about is Sonny Boy, and this actually seems kind of interesting. This actually seems like it could be a kind of fun isekai, mainly because it's not one person getting isekai'd, it's multiple people. I mean, I know it's happened before. Like, I know that I'm a Spider So What did that, where multiple people get isekai'd, and you see the intricacies there. But we now have like 36 people getting isekai. We have like a whole classroom of boys and girls actually getting isekai'd and like gaining new powers, and them kind of exploring the intricacies of that. So that's going to be interesting to see. It's by Madhouse, and hey, Madhouse is a good production studio, so hopefully they can pull this to be what it is. It aesthetically looks good. The premise looks interesting. I assume there would to be a lot of conflict. Maybe I could see this being kind of like a potentially nice, simple kind of exploring of the New World anime, or a somewhat kind of darker, kind of fucked up anime. It can go either way, honestly, but I'm very interested in it, and I'm very interested to see where it goes. The next anime we're going to be talking about is The Duke of Death and His Maid. It's about a boy who gets cursed and is sent away into the mansion in the forest. Everything he touches just dies, so he's kind of like death, where everything he touches dies. So obviously he's probably wearing gloves to prevent that and whatnot. This is the thing with this. I don't know how great this is going to be. It might just be kind of like whatever, but it can also be kind of a cute story, since like he has his maid and his brother taking care of him, a kid taking care of him over in the mansion, and I assume that it seems like him and the maid will get like kind of close. I assume the maid his age, if not, that's like kind of sus, kind of weird, but I also see that this could probably be like a cute little story, kind of like a little gem in the sea of weirdness that is the seasons of anime. Something that cannot stand out, but it's something that if you look for it deep enough, you can look at it and be like, oh, that's nice. Like, nothing too remarkable, but definitely something at least somewhat knowable, where it's like, it's cool. Like, little thing. So, I mean, I hope it's like that. I hope it's not boring. So, well, I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. So, there's another anime that we're going to be talking about, which is one I also did a trailer talk on, is Peachboy Riverside. I just don't think this is going to be good. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm an asshole, I look at this and I'm just like, what is remarkable about this? Like, I remember I just picked it out of random. I was just like, oh, Peachboy Riverside, like, we'll just do a trailer talk of that. And it was just something that just, the animation didn't look remarkable, the story didn't look remarkable. It's just an anime that I feel like is just going to exist, which does also explain why it's so down on the list itself. Again, there's nothing really interesting about it. It's just kind of like whatever. It kind of just exists right now, and I don't think it's gonna make any splash. If it does, I'll be majorly surprised, and I would have to really look at it and be like, all right, hold on, what is interesting about this anime in particular? But we'll see. For the most part, I don't think it's gonna do any splash. But hey, I've been proven wrong before, so maybe this anime can prove me wrong, but honestly, I highly doubt it. And the last anime that we're going to be talking about for today is called Remake. I only really brought this out just because it seems like it's the only sports anime in this whole thing. It looks interesting. Okay, look, I want to say it looks interesting, but in my personal opinion, it doesn't. It just kind of looks like a slice of life sports anime, but it's water polo, which is like the water version of volleyball. Not really. Don't get mad at me I said that. Not really. I don't actually think that. But it is a sports anime that seems like it has a couple of cute characters in it. I can see it becoming somewhat popular if given the right love and care. So we'll see. Sports animes in terms of like that stuff I've been seeing a lot of popularity recently. So hopefully this gets some of the love, but it's low, so I don't think it's going to be that remarkable. Okay, my bad. I forgot one more anime I did want to talk about. One that I actually am kind of interested to watch. I don't know the English name of it. Give me a second. It's called Pharmacist Slow Life, Making a Drugstore in Another World. It is an isekai, but it looks like a cute little slice of life where someone who is like kind of a corporate shell and whatnot gets transported into another world and becomes like makes potions and whatnot in order to survive, and opens up a drugstore, and it's just the story of that person just running a drugstore, and it seems really nice and really fun and really cute, and I think that it actually is probably going to be one of my favorites for the season. So there is that one. So I just wanted to put that one out there. I personally think that this one should actually be higher. It looks adorable, it looks cute, it looks like it could be a legitimate fun time to watch, but this is future me saying that without the kimono, so my bad. We can get back into the video now. And that really much does it. I usually talk about way more anime than this, but right now it's just there's not really much interesting in terms of the summer stuff. Fall stuff though. Fall stuff is probably going to be fucking insane. Once we get into the fall season, that whole stack of anime is going to be outright insane. It's going to be a huge amount. But for right now, there's not really much going on in terms of the actual production and whatnot that we have over here. But I do appreciate you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. It has been a long time since I've uploaded. I apologize. I know I've been recently doing some streams in order to offset that. So thank you if you've been watching the streams. I want to try to upload more. I know what I said in my last video that I want to do one video a week, but honestly, I have a set of content that hopefully I could pull off. So for now, don't be surprised if I go to one a week. But for now, I think I can pull off 3 times a week. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that I can pull it off. So we'll see down the road what I could potentially do and how I could potentially pull this off. But for now, thank you all for watching. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you all to the new subscribers who have just been around, who have just been growing the channel since I've been gone. This is the first time this ever happened to me. It's the weirdest fucking shit. But thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for 300 subscribers. That I didn't know. We're like steadily on our way to 400. So hopefully we can get there, and hopefully we can be on our way to 1K. I really would love to hit 1K at some point. So, you know, share this video, subscribe to the channel, give this video some love, comment what you think about the summer 2021 season, and I will see you all within the next video. Peace.